Hey, Jason here. I'm down at the Trump International Dubai. I'm here with Golf Digest Middle East, and today we're going to be taking a look at the game improvement irons in the 2017 hot list. The biggest thing I think in the game improvement section is how far the clubs are going these days. Now, I believe that it's not just about turning a 7-iron into a 6-iron, in other words, just strengthening the loft. I think there's technology improvement that has made that possible. So one of the key technology areas that we're seeing, just like I saw in the players' irons, there's also an improvement in the irons. And just having a look at the M2 here, there's a multi-material in all of these heads, and what that does is they're just able to lighten up the heads in some areas and then redistribute that weight all around the head. So you can see that it's not just a steel golf club, there's some different things in here, and that saves quite a lot of weight and just really improves the forgiveness of the actual golf club, because we're able to redistribute the weight in the areas that we need it to be, giving us a bigger sweet spot. Along with that multi-material head, what we're seeing is the center of the gravity of the golf club has moved much further down and also further back, which enables the club to launch the ball a lot higher. That's one of the reasons that they have strengthened the loft. So if you have a look at this club, you can see that there's quite a lot of, quite a thick sole, but what happens is with that, the center of gravity is further back, but also the center of gravity is lower down. So what that does is just helps launch the ball really high. That's why you're seeing stronger lofts, so that the ball flies at the right height. What we're seeing is we're seeing a 7-iron still fly at the same height that it used to, but because of the stronger lofts, we've got faster ball speeds and slightly lower spin, which is just giving us quite a lot more distance. The last area to look at is the improvement in face technology. There's a couple of different ideas and technologies out there. I'm just going to pick one of them, and this is the XR Steelhead. And what they've got in there is the 360 cup face, which they've taken from their woods into their irons. And what that does is it just really improves flexion all across the face of the golf club, improving ball speed on the off-centered hits. Now, a couple of other brands have a couple of other things. Cobra has the Power Shell. We're seeing the M1 and M2, they have their speed pockets. So that's all about trying to create a consistent ball speed across the face. Now that's really, really helpful for distance control and forgiveness, because all of us don't strike the ball out of the middle all the time. So in summing this category up, what we're looking at is we're looking at golf clubs that are going further and that are a lot more forgiving because of multi-material, because of such improvements in technology. Just going to benefit each and every one of our games by going to something like this. The category of player, I would say, is actually a vast category. We're seeing even top players starting to move to slightly more game improvement clubs. I mean, I remember doing a fitting a few years ago with a guy who was a tour professional, and he was using the Callaway XF irons, which is a really thick club. So I was very surprised by that, but it just really helps improve forgiveness and helps consistency.